Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So things are underway.
Well, Michael Owen is, of course, likely to be the key player here, Peter. The mere sniff of a chance and he's away.
Who's arguing phenomenal pace as well.
Well, his pace was his game, really. It makes defenders nervous knowing that at the slightest misjudgment, he's probably uncatchable.
And he uses it with such intelligence. There are few able to do that, aren't there?
I totally agree with that. There aren't.
Harrison spots it and intercepts. Ambrosini. Now it's Batistuta. Leicester kept his eye on it, and he's there. And once more he proves rigid and... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Manchester United have themselves a chance from the spot. This for 1-0. A save from Van der Sar!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the finish! Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Zola. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Referee has just said play on. Great ball if he can get there. He's picked his way through. Mateus. Pele. No goals as yet. Spread to the right. Araujo. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He is through here. In by Rijkaard. Van der Sar claims it without any fuss. Yaya Toure conjures time and space where few can. Araujo. And it's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ambrosini. And this is Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's picked out the run. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now then the ball... Oh, what has happened here? Mateus. Now it's Batistuta. Can he get it through? Oh, that's clever. Araujo gets over and intercepts. Roberto Carlos. Zola. Thuram. And it's Yaya Toure. Araujo. Now Yaya Toure. Over to the right flank. He's a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard. Now it's Owen. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision. Cruyff. Schlotterbeck deals with that comfortably. Mateus. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? He's in a... This is Owen. Great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gerrard. Manchester United have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Corner number 2 then. Thuram gets it away. Zola has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Araujo. And it's Yaya Toure. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Toure cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ambrosini. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Produces a cross. Oh, that's well spotted.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Gerrard. Owen. Now it's Batistuta. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
The drinking is only allowed
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, not converting the spot kick will be the subject of much half-time debate, but, you know, disappointment on one side and relief on the other, and that can be transformed now into a match-winning determination, so here's to that.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. So the action resumes. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Ambrosini. And here's Romario. Gerrard. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Romario. Now, can they charge for a shot? Goal!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Cruyff. Pelé. He's in a great position here. Manchester United still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Pelé will not want to lose out here. Not again. Yaya Toure! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Attendance for this match was
Araujo is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Nesta. And that's another throw. Yaya Toure. For Nesta. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's on it, can he get away? That's been cut out, well played. Araujo. And it's Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Zola. Ambrosini. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Batistuta. Oh, good take in a good area. It's a promising position. Thuram with the clearance.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That's a good run down the left. Oh, that's fabulous. Wriggles his way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is from Mario. Pele. He's found some space. There's the shot! Oh, good finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And he was quick to react. Mateus. Owen currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Played down the flank. Cruyff is in a really good position out wide. Chance! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Mateus. Now it's Owen. Yaya Toure. He's in plenty of space here. Pele goes for a shot! Mateus. This is Owen, and the counter is on. Gerrard. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Leicester can clear it away.
Substitution in progress.
And he's there to clear it. And there goes the final whistle. Manchester United cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Indonesia.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. We are just getting started. Well, terms like genius and legend are often used, overused in football, but there is very little doubt that they do apply to this fella, the great Ronaldinho.
One of the best there's ever been, Peter, and always with a smile.
He was born with a football at his feet. Mateus. Now that looks a decent ball. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Owen. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position. Owen! And the ball's come loose here. Maldini. Salam. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, it's Batistuta. Oh, it's Batistuta. And that could set him on his way. Cafu is there, and he can get that clear.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Terrific effort! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Gerrard. And now they can spring out of defence. It's gone out for a throw-in. Lahm. He's on it. Can he get away? He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? There it is! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Oh, really well played.
Lahm drives it in. Deftly away. And it's Gerrard. And this is Owen. That's really well manoeuvred. There's a beautiful simplicity. And Owen! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Owen! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Manchester United with the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And this is Batistuta. Good running, strong and purposeful. Luis Suarez. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And the finish! This time, surely! It's in! And the comeback is complete! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And yes, it's him again. Indonesia have their lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Corner number 3 coming up. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Manchester United are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And this is Luis Suarez. Shot a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. He's going for goal! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Lam really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Schneider. Oh, easy pickings there. Guardiola. Well seen. Saw that coming. Looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Dembele, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Ronaldinho. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That has been cut short. Rijkaard. And that is the end of the first half. And we are up to the break.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Down to business again.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And this is Dembele. Mateus. Cafu. Maldini. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Schneider. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He has found the way through. Oh, robust challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that's well spotted. Well timed, excellent interception. Gerrard. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And it's Guardiola. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Mateus. Now it's Batistuta. And this is Batistuta. Now it's Owen. Looking for options for movement. Cafu with the foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Mateus. Batistuta being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And he's cut it out.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And this is Batistuta. That has found him in acres of space.
That's good defensive concentration.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Schneider. And reclaimed it in a trice. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And he's intervened well there. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, that's fabulous. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Substitution in progress.
They've played it short. Now it's Gerrard. Over to the right flank. Moran is there, and he can get that. Right card! And that is doing no harm at all.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Busquets. Odo, a picture of focus and alertness. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Ronaldinho. No, he's not getting his way this time. Owen. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Buffon claims comfortably.
Indonesia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And this is Dembele. It's a pretty loose pass. Bale. No, that's been intercepted. And that has left him in a heap. And he welcomes it in. That is a brilliant interception. Schlotterbeck gets across to intercept that.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rijkaard. Manchester United now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And it's Sneijder. Odo. Not too much more here. Oh, he's been caught napping! The ball has bounced loose now. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area. And he's there to get it away.
Owen. Number 21, Batistuta. Coming on the field.
Schneider getting this one clear.
18, Xabi Alonso. Number 19, Hazard.
It's a good ball out wide.
Number 10,
Stojkovic.
Number 7,
It's
Johan
really well
Cruyff.
cleared.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lahm takes a towering header.
Well, he's...
And there goes their last chance. Manchester United, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
United against Manchester United.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So things are underway. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. And he whips it in. Couldn't squeeze it through. Goes for a shot! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement.
Maicon has it out wide and in space. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Nicely weighted ball. Roberto Carlos, crossed into the middle, and he thumps it clear. Rijkaard, and he welcomes it in. Can he get on the end of this? Delivered low. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it's Rodri. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Chance! And that's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Manchester United restore parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Rijkaard. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And here's Sneijder. Maicon. Delivered with swing. Goes back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's a really well-measured ball. Fling. Rummenigge! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Batistuta. And it's Messi. He's having a hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Messi.
Manchester United definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Comes under pressure and it's come loose. He's a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard. Now it's Sneijder. And it's Rodri. Threads one in. He's got plenty of space out wide. He's gone for goal! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
And back to the keeper. Pepe, not the most convincing. Oh no, this does not look good. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Batistuta, Owen, great ball, and he's in here. Played in by Gerrard. That's a sharp pass. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Short changes him with that pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Here's the return pass. Now it's Sneijder. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Sneijder. Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the back. Back on the way then. Oh, there's a probing ball. Bullish header! Big moment! Massive goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Manchester United with the lead. And a chance! Rodri. Messi. Roberto Carlos. Icon. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, good read. Rijkaard is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's managed to get free. Pepe does really well to win the ball there. That is a brilliant interception. Nice interception, well timed.
The attendance
Rodri.
for this match was 72,306.
Owen gets a foot in here. Batistuta, Mateus. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rijkaard. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Rodri. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. Great vision. Howson. Gerrard. Tries to pass it through. Now this could be a... And Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Silvestre. Now it's Owen. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Spread out to the left. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. And here's Owen. Showing good feet. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Batistuta.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
Substitutions taking place.
Silvestre. Messi. Mateus. Gerrard. Now it's Batistuta. Looking for the run. Shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Owen. Lahm. Pepe is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Aimed beyond the defence. Benatia. Now it's Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Delivers the ball. And a header! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. I think we're just about done here. That has been cut short. Well read, nice interception. And it's Batistuta. And he plays one through.
Manchester United nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Two added minutes
Time
has been
added on
indicated.
will be 2 minutes. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Batistuta. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. He's in, must be! Shot a goal! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United are chirpy, cheerful and contented. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Owen. And this is Owen. Now he's running away. Goes for a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Batistuta. Owen. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mateus is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Casemiro. And the counter is on. Oh, that's well spotted. Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Batistuta. Rijkaard. Mateus. Passes coming off in quick succession here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Looking for the run. Oh, that's a key interception. Lahm. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Owen. Now this could be a chance.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And the pass is intercepted. And here's Batistuta.
Mateus really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He is through here. Nicked it back promptly. He's had a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Rijkaard clears it away. He's having a hit! Oh, screamer! He's got himself an absolute peach. They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Edmilson. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Batistuta. Bellingham. That's a good run down the left. Mateus.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mateus tries to pass it through. Lahm. He leaps for it. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack
Keeper's
it.
dealt with that. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Bellingham. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And he has been fouled there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Edmilson. And Hernandez. And here's Bellingham. Threads one in. Well read. And the danger is averted. Gerrard. Rijkaard. Owen. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Casemiro is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Aims beyond the defence. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now here's the delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Bellingham. Great vision. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Batistuta. And he was quick to react. And that is the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Back on the way then.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9. El dorsal
De Bruyne.
10. Messi. El dorsal 21.
Casemiro.
El dorsal 18. Serán sustituidos por
He's going to be
el
disappointed
dorsal
with that.
5. El dorsal
Owen.
2. El dorsal
He expected
20.
better, and so did
El
he.
dorsal 11.
Looking for options for movement. Ball in towards the middle. Oh, great leap! Van Dijk is there to clear. Gerrard. And here's Owen. In towards the back stick. And again, that is frustrating.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Pinches it off him. Casemiro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gerrard. De Bruyne. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Owen. Owen. He's in a great position here. And it's played... Oh, good climb! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United have their lead. And he whips it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Not the most accurate pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
No way through. Knocks it into space. That's been slipped. Haaland! And that's a sharp finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone. Oh, they could be caught out here. And he shoots! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
He really ended up between a
bullish header! It's fallen kindly here, and there's a goal. And this is getting better and better. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Manchester United, whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Manchester United presented with a golden opportunity here. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
It reached its target, but it was almost stopped from maybe good goalkeeping homework.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Manchester United, palpably stronger, better, superior. Shot a goal! Gerrard. Nice-looking ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Gets his head on it! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta. De Bruyne. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, they could break here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Gerrard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, important interception. Alisson can clear it away. And here's Owen. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. De Bruyne. Barcelona could counter here. That pass isn't the best. And that's that. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
And that was nowhere near his best. Cannavaro, Rafael Varane, Vieira, Ronaldinho. There they go, hunting in packs. Now it's Owen, Silvestre. Ah, such a clever touch. Knocks it into space. Messi. And they've got a throw. And that has left him in a heap. That has not gone well. Now it's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. And this is Ronaldinho. He is through here. And he shoots! And again! It's there! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper, couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Messi, and he's managed to get free. He's had a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Howson clears it away. And it's Pirlo. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Caught offside that time.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And this is Batistuta. Mbappe. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pirlo. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a shade optimistic. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Cabo Verde clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well read, nice interception. Pirlo. Tries to play it through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Howson cuts it out. And here's Haaland. Oh, that's nicely done. Schlotterbeck, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pepe cuts out the pass. Ronaldinho. That's tidy. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Vieira. Nicely spread. Now it's Haaland. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Owen.
Manchester United certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Now that's well seen too. So what can they make of this? Messi makes a move down the right. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Haaland. And he's in on Mbappe! They've got to be quick to recover this. Buffon herring after the ball here. Now it's Batistuta. Mateus can see things others simply cannot.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's found a way past. Messi. And Messi! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Now it's Mbappe. Pirlo. And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Manchester United currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Shoots! And that's a sharp finish! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Cabo Verde are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Owen. Owen currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Mateus. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mbappe. He has found the way through. Takes a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Cabo Verde can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Messi, número 23.
Rijkaard.
Pirlo,
Just about up to the hour now.
Número 14. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 13. Hazard.
He's cut it out. Yeah, well seen. Saw that coming. Batistuta. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Some resolute defending there. Dembele. Now it's Hazard. That is good strength. Very nicely done. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
And he has been fouled there. And it's Hazard. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Now the cross. Cleared away.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Not the most convincing of passes.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Owen. That's been cut out, well played. Keeper's got good distance on that. He's had it taken off him. Just about up to 75 minutes. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's found space here. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Plays it across, and the keeper beats it away. Now it's Owen. Mateus. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's shifting through the gears here. Vieira. Azar. Azar powering forward here. Showing good feet. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a promising position. Batistuta.
Manchester United really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up.
Big chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Just 5 minutes left. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Now it's Batistuta. Mateus is onto this. And it's Ibrahimovic. Mateus, the man synonymous with solidity. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Mateus. Silvestre. Great vision. And it's made its way to him. Oh, it's played into the area. And that's that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were...